Grill Sergeant here. In today's episode, we are finally going to get to fire up the Wildfire 4-in-1. We are going to be doing a tri-tip. I am excited. About a week ago, we did a unboxing of this thing, and this thing is 4 grills in one. And today we are mainly going to experiment with the Asada zone and the wild zone for the searing. Before we season the tri-tip, let's get this grill set up. All right, first thing we're going to do is get some charcoal heated up. So I'm going to get that out of the way. All right, I got some B&B charcoal heating up. And while that's going, we can prep the tri-tip. All right, let's get this tri-tip seasoned up. For seasoning, I am using Crawford's Barbecue, their SA, which is their seasonal, and then their burnt beef rub. The two of it goes mixed well, awesome with beef. I always thought these things were a gimmick. They're called Cambro shakers, but I used it the other day and I was like, oh my gosh, I am actually convinced. So you can pretty much, I have these equally mixed up in here, and it lays on the seasoning actually really, really nice. So I don't know why I waited so long, but it kind of speeds up the process. We're gonna get both sides. And yeah, it just does a nice even layer of coating. I like that a lot. So we'll tune back in when these coals are lit, just like me. All right, these coals are ready to dump. You can actually tell by looking at the top of the coals. Once you see that white ash forming, that is a good indicator that these coals are screaming hot, just like me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this bottom grate, and we're just going to dump it straight down in here. Now what's cool about the mesh screen below is it will let air pass through if we did want to use the wild zone, but it won't let the ash go through. And so that is pretty crucial when using the wild zone, that you don't get ash all over your food. And now I have some B&B post oak logs that I'm going to be putting on, and we're going to give these a few minutes to catch. Woo, man, my backyard is going to be smelling good. That is for dang sure. And then the cool thing is right over here, we're going to put our tri-tip on, and it is just going to get flame kissed. Oh, I can't wait. Now the cool thing about this rack is we can actually adjust it so we can even get higher up. So we'll probably experiment with this level at this height, but you can go pretty much all the way down into the fire if you wanted to. All right, let's get a thermometer probe into the tri-tip. I'm going to be using my Inkbird INT 11PB. Put this into the thickest part of the tri-tip right here. Just like that. All right, let's get her onto the grill. Wow. And now we're going to get her over the flames. Man, that is a thing of beauty. What's cool is we can go higher up or lower depending on how high the flames get. Right now, she's just soaking in that barbecue smoke and that heat. And we're just having that tri-tip come up to temperature nice and slow. So when the internal temp gets to about 90 degrees, we will flip it. So each side gets a chance to get that nice smoke and flame kiss to it. And once it hits about 120 internal, we'll turn on the wild zone, we'll hook it up, and then we'll get 1100 degree temps to give a nice sear on this tri-tip.
Moments later.
All right, it is time to flip this steak. Oh man, does that look good. All right, time to get this steak back over the coals. You do want to make sure your bottom vent is open when you're actually setting it up for the Asada zone. You want that airflow to go through and make those coals really nice and hot. But then once we actually use the wild zone, we're going to be closing down the top vent right here. Make sure that's closed, and that's going to force all that hot air through without letting the ash through. It's going to be can't wait.
More moments later.
All right, the alarm went off. The tri-tip is at 115 internal. We're going to swing this out and get this off onto our cutting board right now. So now's the part where we take this grill and turn it into the wild zone. So let's check it out. We are going to close down this lid, and we're going to make sure this top vent right here that this is closed. Now we're going to remove this bottom section because this is where all the fun is going to happen. Now we're at the back of the unit. We're going to put this on. It's going to connect like a magnet. And what's cool is it actually does have this battery pack, so we could actually turn this on right now. That's going to turn a fan on. Now into the wild zone. So the cool thing is here, this piece rotates here, and then you could actually just pull it all the way out if need be. Nice. Flip that around. Boom. All right, let's let it rest. All right, we're going to take our temperature probe, and now we're going to wait till that internal temperature reaches a perfect medium rare, and then we're going to carve in. It's saying it's up to temp right now. Let's carve in. Oh, man. Beautiful. And the beautiful part about a tri-tip is there's going to be some pieces that are rarer than what people like, and then there's going to be some pieces that are going to be more cooked. So definitely when I'm feeding the family, the tri-tip has something for everyone. Oh man, that looks good. All right, now it's time for the taste test. I'm going to go in here with a little bit more seasoning. I mean, come on. Oh, just dripping. I'm going to bring this tri-tip in and have the family enjoy it. Such a cool little unit, the 4-in-1. I want to say, I keep on saying little, but I mean, it's compact, but it can handle pretty much anything you can want to throw at it. I am sold just on the asada zone, but so much more to explore. We have the warming zone where we can start incorporating cast iron cooking. You have the grilling zone. You have the wild zone, which I want to do some pizzas and stuff like that. Very, very cool. My backyard now smells like Texas post oak. So, so good. I mean, there is nothing quite like actually having real wood burning, and especially when you're cooking over food over it. Oh, it did not disappoint. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. In the description, I will link the 4-in-1 so you can check it out. Catch you guys in the next one. All right, Grill Sergeant out.